Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to AJ101 Criminal Law, formerly in the classroom face to face, but now online. It's great to have everybody back. It's great to be with you, and I hope that you have all been doing well. This morning, what I wanted to do was provide you with an overview of how the remainder of the semester is going to go. Things like the format of the class and the information that we will be covering, and of course, the assignments that go along with all of this stuff, because there are going to be some changes. And in addition, when we're finished with that, we will transition over and take a look at the course canvas so you can better navigate around in the class canvas and see how this information actually looks in real time. So that's kind of what we're going to do this morning. So with that said, let's jump right into this informational lecture. So as announced by Dr. Schultz, the college president, we have moved our face-to-face courses online effective today, Monday, April 6th. Now, what does that mean for you? Well, it means that we have slightly modified portions of our face-to-face class to online by doing things like adding some content to include short quizzes or discussion boards or practice exercises and even video lectures to take the place of classroom lectures. Now, because of the lecture time that we lost between the time when the college closed on March 12th and today's start date, we're not going to be able to complete all of our 4 exams as listed in the original course syllabus of our face-to-face class. However, instead, we will focus on completing 5 designated chapters within the textbook by the end of the semester. And those chapters are 7, 8, 9, 10, and 14. Now, these 5 chapters will cover the final 5 weeks of the semester, and they will also make up the final exam. Just like in our face-to-face class, the final exam is not cumulative, meaning that it's only going to cover these specific 5 chapters. Now, we've already completed 2 exams, therefore this will be the 3rd and the final exam. So really, to kind of say it in fewer words, would be we were going to do 4 exams, but because of time constraints, we're only going to have 3. But there will be some other things that will be added content-wise to make up for that. So, a note of importance in the middle here, that while we've covered this right here, please note that you still need to complete and turn in the midterm paper, and the extra credit assignments are still available if you want or need to complete them, and I highly suggest that you do, but that's just my personal opinion. So, how does all of this work? How does the format look? How is the class going to run? Well, typically, I run my online classes in weekly modules. And inside of each one of these weekly modules will be everything that you need to complete for the week. And this includes the things like the chapter key terms, or the PowerPoint, or the video lecture, the matching exercise, the weekly chapter quiz, the weekly chapter discussion board. And this format gives you 6 days to complete the assignments within the modules, but it also helps by putting all of the assignments and information in a under 1 weekly heading, and I'll show you what that looks like. So you're not wasting time navigating around in the course canvas trying to find things. It's all in one spot. So with this said, now, this course, AJ101, officially opened online today, Monday, April 6th at 8 in the morning. 8 a.m. You will then have between Monday, April 6th, today's date, and Sunday, April 12th at 11 p.m. to complete all of the work in the module. So remember I said week to week. Every week opens on a Monday at 8 a.m. and closes the following week at 11 p.m., the following Sunday. So that's the 6 days. So our first weekly module is going to cover Chapter 7. To access those assignments, you go to the week or Chapter 7 module. It's really that simple. And in a few minutes, I will take you to the course canvas and show you. In addition, you are going to be required, and here we are right here, to check into the class by completing a separate discussion board check-in. And the reason for this is it lets me know that you are monitoring your email, that you have checked into the course, and you are ready to go. Now, this really needs to be done on April 6th as early in the day as possible. Don't wait until the end of the week, because that's going to make me worry that you're having problems. The faster you check in, the more I can relax knowing that you've already checked in. You have the whole week to do the assignments. Just get the check-in done as quickly as you can so I know that you're on board, and hopefully you understand why I'm doing that. So, a quick review. Here we are. This course opened today, Monday, April 6th at 8 in the morning. You will then have until Sunday, April 12th at 11 p.m. to complete the assignments in that week Chapter 7 module. Remember, you also need to check in. Finally, we will have at least one synchronous meeting, which means that I will schedule a day and a time, and I'll send out a link where we can all log on and video chat as a class. And this will give us some extra time for questions or concerns, or we can deal with those things that we can't address, let's say, via email. With that said, it's not mandatory, but I would highly, highly suggest that you attend. So now let's take a quick peek at the assignments. For the most part, the weeks look the same. You're going to have at least 2 graded assignments per week, and it's not much, everybody. It's a quiz and a discussion board, along with the reading and the other stuff that you have to do in order to be successful, and I will cover that. Now, the time limit for quizzes, and here we are right here, will be 20 minutes, and the time limit for the final exam is 75 minutes. I will also allow 2 attempts for the weekly quizzes, so you get 2 chances, and the system will automatically record the highest point total, so don't worry, you don't have to tell me what the score is. It automatically does it for me. And as always, if you do well on the quizzes, you're going to do fine on the exams. So here are the changes. So we'll take a quick peek of the changes. So we've already completed these 2. We've completed the Chapter 1 exam and the Chapter 2 exam, and here's the point totals. The 3rd exam is going to be the final, and here's the point total. You will have 1 weekly quiz, and there's 5 weeks. You will have 1 weekly discussion board, and there's 5 weeks, so they're 10 points apiece. I'll give you 10 points just for checking in. You still need to do your midterm writing assignment, and then here's your point total. Now, generally, there are no makeup assignments, and the reason for that is because you do have 6 days to complete those assignments within the module. Therefore, it's really up to you to monitor your time and get the work done. Now, I know emergencies happen, and of course, those will be evaluated on a case-by-case basis, especially things like jury duty, military deployment, medical emergencies, etc. But at the end of the day, please keep in mind that it is your responsibility to set time aside for completing assignments. Do not wait until the last minute to try to get the assignments done. So here are some helpful hints. Number 1, make sure that you set up your computer, your cell phone, or whatever device you use to be able to receive emails or announcements. Number 2, review the chapter in your textbook. Yes, the book is important. Number 3, Review the key terms or the definitions in the textbook. I also posted them in Canvas, so you have 2 places that you can find them. Number 4, complete the key term matching exercise. This is a non-graded exercise where you can match up the key term with a definition, and you can do it as many times as you want. Number 5, review the PowerPoints. Number 6, review the audio lecture, the video lecture. Number 7, do the discussion board. Number 8, do the quiz. And number 9, keep track of when your assignments are due. Now, I will help you by sending out several reminders regarding due dates and which chapters that we're going to be covering each week. But again, it's your responsibility to monitor and know what we're doing. So keep track of those deadlines, okay? Here's what our final schedule looks like. Here's the week that we're in now. This is the starting week here. We're gonna do chapter 7. The following week is 8. The following week is 9. Then we have 10 and 14. And then the week of the 11th through the 18th, you still get the 6 days because it's remember, opens on a Monday, closes on a Sunday, okay, to do the final exam. Now, that's the information. Let's click over to the course canvas, and you've seen this before. It's the exact same course canvas that we were using in our face-to-face class. It's just been modified a little bit, and it has a little extra content. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to do the check-in. So you go to discussions along the navigation panel, and it's not lit up yet because I'm doing this video before the class actually opens, but you see course check-in. And once I publish it, you'll be able to see it as well. So you go to discussions, you click on check-in and follow the directions, and that will check you in. When you're done with that, go back to your navigation pane, go to modules, and we're going to go to our first chapter. And it's going to be easy to find because it's going to say week 7 or chapter 7. Here's module 7, okay? It's going to have the key terms, the matching exercise, okay, right here, the PowerPoint, the video lecture, your discussion question, and your quiz, okay? So that's what you do for this particular week. Then the next week is going to be chapter 8. It should look exactly the same. Key terms, PowerPoint, matching exercise, video lecture, discussion, quiz, or quiz discussion. You can do them in any order. Okay. Then we'll go to 9. It's going to look exactly the same. We'll go to 10. It'll look exactly the same. Okay. Then we're going to go to 14 because remember we can only squeeze in 5 chapters. All right. So go to 14, and it's going to look exactly the same. And then we're going to go to the final, which is just the very last module. So, and when you click on this, you'll see it'll come up. There'll be directions. You read it, you answer the questions, and you're off to the races. Okay, so I hope that helps. I will continue to send out information to keep everybody informed on what's going on. If you have questions, please either email me direct or post them in the general discussion board area, and we will talk about it. Also, keep your eyes open for an email in case anything changes, or the email for our synchronous meeting where we're all going to get together and log on and talk about whatever it is that we need to talk about. So again, that will conclude our informational lecture for today. Stay tuned and stay in touch, and until we talk.